All right, good evening, race fans. Welcome to the Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the Wednesday Night Warriors UMP Modified Series. Volusia, the site tonight. Got about 17 or 18 of these guys checked in so far. Got a few more minutes of the practice session left, but we thought we would get you in here. Let you start viewing the guys going around the track. Tell you what the point situation is. This is the halfway point of the season. Race 6 of 12 right now. John Batista, 660 points. He leads Tyler Schell, who sits at 588. 546 for Jason Randolph. Jacob Schmutz at 528, and Cody Olson in the 5th position at 498. Olson has a missed race. So right now, once we start to get into the drop race weeks after week 10, these guys are going to start shuffling around in the points, so every point going to count. Racing has been phenomenal all season. Drivers are making laps here. Right now, John Batista, 16.874 seconds. Tyler Schell, 16.894, so 2/100ths of a second. 16.899 for Jacob Fields, newcomer to the series, the 007 machine. Third straight night of coverage here on the Dirt Racing Network. Last night saw a great race. Last lap, last corner pass from John Batista on Billy Rowley in the 360 series over at Sim 500. Should see some more action like that this evening. Tomorrow night, Dirt Slingers, Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw Series, week number 6. They will be at Weedsport tomorrow night. 8 o'clock Eastern. Don't forget to tune in. Kara Stolf is back in the booth with you. Drivers, a couple of more minutes with these guys here. Watching Tyler Schell make some laps here. Cole Newhoff right up and in beside. He is not registered in that car, but that is all right. Here's Jeff Stewart's car coming through turns 3 and 4. Larry Moody right in front of him. And that is Jacob Fields. Cole Newhoff side by side. Jacob Fields, the 007 car. Cole Newhoff in that 8 machine up there. Drivers still able to put down laps. They are trying to work the track in a little bit. Get a feel for these cars. Get a feel for that setup. It is a fixed setup event. Guys, we appreciate you being in with us tonight, spending your time with us. Do not forget. Oh, okay, our Stolfus. Bring back the guy who does Thursday night. Oh, yeah, you know, I've tried to get you to come do this stuff, but, well, bok, whatever it is. I forget the rest. I'm sure you know it. But now, back in the booth tomorrow night. The man, the myth, the legend. Winning races up there in the KC Mo area. But it is time for us to start our pre-race ceremonies. So with that, we will turn it over to the Foley boys and get ready for heat races as soon as we come out of our pre-race ceremonies.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous us flight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, big thank you to both Johnny and Sam Foley. Great supporters of DRN here. Gonna let the guys wind out a few more seconds of the practice session. They'll clear the track. We will get ready for heat races. No qualifying in this series. These guys random draw when they come into the server. It groups them up in heat race groups, and then they randomly draw inside those groups for their heat race starting positions. Just waiting. And there is the checkered flag to clear the track. We will jump immediately to our heat races. Nine cars scheduled. Only 2 heats tonight. 9 cars scheduled to be in our first heat race. On the pole, the Fairway Mortgages BS Air Catch Fence Apparel. Elbows Up Sim Sports number 44 from Millersburg, Pennsylvania, Tyler Schell. On the outside of him, the MVT Wicked Cushion number 8 car out of Waverly, Nebraska, Cole Newhoffen. Row 2 on the inside, the over-the-wall photography. Number 72 out of Milford, Ohio, Jeff Stewart. And to his right in the 90 machine, going to be Jeff Fitzpatrick. In the next row on the inside, rejoining us, he was an NCRA driver when we did the COVID shut-in deal. He drives the 55 machine. He's out of Wichita, Kansas, Chris Kratzer. And on the outside of him, the Force and Waggy I-55 Lures Team UDSRA number 73 from St. Louis, Missouri, Larry Moody. On the inside of the 4th row, in the Shake and Bake Racing, number 1 out of Junction City, Kansas, Jacob Schmutz. And to his outside, from Lebanon, Missouri, in the 86 car, going to be Alex Good. And on the back row, on the inside, the Black Diamond Motorsports Ultimate Dirt TV, number 54, from Ellenton, Florida, your points leader in the series, JB John Batista. So, your 2 points guys, 1 on the pole in heat race number 1, and 1 all the way at the back. That will make it interesting as to where these guys will start in regards to each other tonight. They have finished right next to each other or with only 1 car in between in each and every race the entire season. Put on one of the best shows I've seen in a long time at Knoxville 2 weeks ago. Just the 2 of them. So we will keep our eyes on the 44 and the 54 car tonight. But they will be going green out of turn number 4. Everybody in the server going to our 35-lap feature here in just a little bit. But heat racer number 1 about to come out of turns 3 and 4 right here. Take the green flag. Schell on the throttle, green flag into the air. And Tyler Schell going to jump out to that early lead. Oh, little contact. Kratzer and Fitzpatrick got into it just a little down to 1 and 2. Both drivers able to grab the cars back up underneath them. John Batista all the way up to about 4th right now as Cole Newhoffen got some help from Jacob Schmutz. Not sure why that wasn't a caution. Caution laps are on for these guys. They do not count for the races, but they are on. Right now, Tyler Schell out in front of Jeff Stewart. You can see the gap right there. Chris Kratzer sitting in 3rd. Jeff Fitzpatrick, Larry Moody, Jacob Schmutz, John Batista Cole Newhoffen and Alex Good, JB, back to 7th, and he was up to about 4th until Schmutz got into Newhoffen. Newhoffen's car in the infield, Alex Good in the infield, so both of those cars retired. 3 down, 5 to go in heat race number 1. Shell about 9/10 of a second ahead of Jeff Stewart. Chris Kratzer, Wichita Tire and Alignment number 55 machine, in his return to the sim racing track, is running in 3rd. Not bad for him already. Jeff Fitzpatrick behind that. Larry Moody runs in the 5th spot, and then Schmutz and Batista. All right, now all Tyler Shell out in front. 3 laps to go. Took the car down to the bottom. Keeping it down on the inside. A lot of grip left down on the very inside. He's got the 44 car running right where the grip is at. 2 to go this time by still Stewart in 2nd. Kratzer in 3rd. Kratzer running a bit of a slider line, trying to make up time. Not sure if it's working for him or not. Doesn't appear to be on the stopwatch, but the white flag is in the air. Tyler Shell, front of the field in heat race number 1. Jeff Stewart behind, Kratzer behind that. Fitzpatrick in 4th. Moody, Batista, Schmutz, Newhoffen, and Good. In that order, it looks like Shell from the pole will pick up the heat race win in heat race number 1. And Stewart, Kratzer, Fitzpatrick, Moody, Batista got around. Schmutz finally. Move Schmutz back to 7th, then Newhoffen and Good. Both cars in the infield after the early incident. So 1 down, 1 to go. We'll get out on the front stretch here. On the pole for heat race number 2, the GoToSprintCore.com. Number 17 from Naugatuck, Connecticut, Christopher Monroe. And on the outside of him, the Dirt Co Media House number 6 of Cody Olson. Row 2 inside, the Jones Rocket Dirt Band of Brothers Racing. Number 70 from Abilene, Kansas, Will Gatsky. On the outside of him from Owasso, Oklahoma, in the 13 machine, going to be Cody Kelly. Our 3rd row on the inside, the over-the-wall photography elbows up Simsport number 21 from Hanford, California, Shea Paulo. And on his outside, the KC General Store, number 04 out of Des Moines, Iowa, Jason Randolph. In the 4th row on the inside, newcomer to the series, Jacob Fields. And on the outside of him, going to be the 99 car of Colby Cooper. Colby Cooper, your winner at Limaland last week. Going to start shotgun on the field in heat race number 2 here in Volusia. Oh, I can't even say what you said, KR. I don't know what language that is. Oh, my. All right, one more time around. Get the green out of 4. Be Monroe and Olson. Everybody ready to go. Looks like a pretty good slick groove working through the middle of the corners right now. Might see somebody try the high side here. See if they can do something. I know Will Gatsky, the 70 car there, is looking for a good run tonight. He said he needs to get close to the front in his heat race and stay there so he can have a better start in the feature than he has in a while. He has been having some really, really bad luck. The green flag is out. Heat race number 2 is underway. Good start from Monroe. He is going to have the lead going down into one little push from behind of the 6 car of Cody Olson right there. Olson trying to work it in. Gatsky right down on the bottom into the wall just a little bit. And I think Olson got in the back of him, had to check the car up. Everybody facing forward. This is a mob right here. 8 cars still within reaching distance of each other. They could almost touch. Gatsky's on the bottom trying to get the lead away from Monroe. Monroe went to the top side, and he is going to hang on to it one more lap. Great battle, 2x2. Looks like the heat race is going to stay 2x2 the entire time just about. As you see Jacob Fields work his way into 3rd, in behind Gatsky. Both cars down on the bottom of the 70 machine. Oh, contact behind. There went Randolph's car. He backs it into the fence. I think he's going to be able to get it going and keep racing, but he is going to fall all the way to 8th position, it looks like. Or maybe that's Colby Cooper's car. Jason Randolph's going to fall to 7th. Colby Cooper's going to fall to 8th. 3 wide battle for the lead out of turn 4. Gatsky through the middle, has it at the line. Halfway home in this heat race. Monroe still working the top, but I think he's starting to fall back. There goes Jacob Fields. Big run off the bottom out of 2. He's got the lead away from Gatsky. And Olsen trying to work his way back is in 4th, working on the inside of Monroe again. Great battle up front. 4 cars pretty much under a blanket right now. Fields, Gatsky, now Olsen pushes his way through and into 3rd in front of Monroe. Move the 17 car back to 4th. Great battle right there. Fantastic racing up front from these guys. Coming around to 1 lap to go this time. Fields out in front. Then Gatsky, Olsen, Monroe, and Paulo, your top 5. At the front into 3 and 4 for the final time. The 007 machine. Jacob Fields going to pick up the win in Heat 2. Then Will Gatsky behind him. Olsen, Monroe, Paulo, Kelly, Randolph, and Cooper. We'll see all these guys in the feature here in a few minutes. Going to give them a few minutes to do some test and tune and maybe make some final adjustments right before they get ready to go to the feature. We'll find out from Race Control how long that's going to be. And in the meantime, we encourage you to watch this.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original eSport racing game. This is iRacing.
All right, guys. Probably about another 30, 40 seconds here, and they will advance the session. I want to give these guys a little bit more time on the track. Track's still just a little fresh for feature racing. Not quite the car count that they were hoping for. And to answer your question, Robert, we started this series. This is week number 6. I've been doing some late models every other Tuesday night, and we started doing the mods about 6 weeks ago. So these guys have been putting on a whale of a show every week. Some of the best racing we get to see each week. Just waiting for Race Control to clear the track. Get ready for feature time. Trying to give these guys as much time with the track as they feel they need to produce good racing and passing opportunities during the feature. We don't want it to become a one line right down at the bottom where everybody's got to jockey and fight and wrestle for position. So looks like session's about to advance. We're going to get ready to go down to our starting lineup. All right, tonight, starting on the pole, the 44 car of Tyler Shell to his outside, the 007 of Jacob Fields. Row 2 on the inside, 72, Jeff Stewart to his outside, the 70 car of Will Gatsky. In the third row on the inside, the 55 of Chris Kratzer, The outside will be the 6 car of Cody Olson. Jeff Patrick inside row 4 in the 90 and the 17 of Chris Monroe to his outside. The 5th row will see the 73 car of Larry Moody on the inside. The 21 of Shea Paulo sits to his outside. On the inside of row number 6, from the 54 car, going to be John Batista, with Cody Kelly in the 13 on the outside of that row. In the 7th row on the inside, the 1 of Jacob Schmutz, and on the outside will be the 04 of Jason Randolph. Row number 8 will see the 8 car of Cole Newhoffen inside, the 99 to Kobe Cooper on the outside, and on the back row in the 86 machine, going to be the 86 of Alex Good. All right, feature time here. Dirt Slingers Wednesday Warrior Series. 35 green flag laps, and if this race is anything like the last 3 weeks, it is going to be a dogfight at the front. Newcomer Jacob Fields always strong in the full body cars. We're going to watch back here about 11th position where John Batista is going to start the show, trying to chase down the 44 car of Tyler Schell. 2 weeks ago at Knoxville, Tyler Schell was the hot shoe. 2 consecutive feature wins. He had to start in about the 18th position, and he lost that race by half a car in what is the most epic battle I have seen in a long time in Knoxville between he and John Batista. We'll see if those two can get back around each other tonight, but it is feature time right here. Green flag about to drop. Schell is on the throttle. The green flag is in the air. We are racing. Schell and Fields, you see Kratzer working the inside, the 55 machine on the 72 of Stewart. Stewart is going to come away with that spot. All right. Oh, cars into the fence on the inside. I don't know if Cody Kelly's in it. Looks like, 73 car of Larry Moody, and he is not having any fun. He is up on his lid. See if we can figure out what happened going down in the corner, down on the inside. Looks like Fitzpatrick got a little sideways, stacked some guys up, and then the wedge-shaped noses on the front of these cars. And we pushed somebody over. It was Larry Moody's car. See if I can figure out where Larry's still over there trying to flip him over. There he goes, back on his wheels. We'll see if that car is in good enough shape to continue. As they flipped him over, he is going to take a roll through the pits. They do have 1 reset allowed in the series. So he will utilize that right here. It's going to be Schell, Fields, Stewart, Gatsky, Kratzer, Olson, Monroe, Paulo, Batista, and Schmutz. Your top 10 when we restart. 1 lap into the books. 34 laps to go. .007 car has been for sale for a very long time. Don't know why nobody's buying that car. That guy runs up front a lot. All right, 2x2. Basically a full field restart right here with the exception of the cars that were involved in the caution. We will await the 44 car out of turn number 4 to get us going here. He is the control car. There's his spot. He's on the throttle. Picks a great time to do it. He's got the lead again, heading down into turn number 1. Fields in behind. Cars behind, jockeying for position. The 72 and the 55. Again on the restart, making contact. There's some more contact. Stewart and Olson. Now Stewart, Olson, Kratzer, Gatsky 4 wide in turns 3 and 4. They kind of sort that out. You saw Alex Good go for the spin cycle through turns 3 and 4. Let's go see what happened to Mr. Good here. He has the white car. The 86 machine went down into turn 3. Schmutz gets sideways. Oh, Schmutz got a little sideways, and he tried to sneak by on the inside, and he clipped him just a little bit. I'm not sure how they'll view that. Might be kind of a racing deal. probably leave the field the way that it is. We'll see if they restart them double file or if they change it to single file because we haven't been able to get in more than a lap. All right, still all 17 cars out onto the track. Getting the cars lined up. Looks like they are going single file right here. 2 consecutive starts. We did not complete a full lap. So if they can complete at least 5 laps here, they'll go back to double file restarts on the next start. Tyler Schill, Jacob Fields, Jeff Stewart, Will Gatsky, Chris Kratzer, the top 5. Then it's Olson, Monroe, Paulo, Batista, and Schmutz still in the top 10. All right, green flag back in the air, racing once again. Watching these guys head down the front stretch. Single file, looks like we're going to have way less car contact. Drivers finding the boundaries right now. Looks like Fields trying to put a little bit of a move here. He moved to the inside going into 3. Wasn't able to do anything as Shell covered the bottom, and once again the same maneuver. This time, good run down the back. He is all the way up beside the 44 car. Now has inside position coming out of turn number 4, but it's still Tyler Shell at the line. A little closer look at these guys as they come out of turn 2. Fields with good run down the backstretch. Gets that car in there. Got that left front right up against that inside wall. Just doesn't have the drive to escape the corner and drive up alongside the 44 machine. Looks like he's just a little quicker through the center, but Shell's able to get back to the gas sooner, and he's able to stave off the attack. Stay on the side-by-side battle at the front, watching that. It's still Shell Fields 1-2. Stewart third. Gatsky, Olson, Kratzer, Batista, Paulo, Monroe, and Schmutz in the top 10. Very little movement there. Now Fields gets the car completely alongside. 44 machine is going to have to yield a little bit of space now. Tries to close it down on the exit. Fields still right there. Jacob Fields putting the pressure on. Had the car right alongside. Got a little bit of space on the bottom. Wasn't able to do much. Shell doing everything he can to not touch him and keep him pinned down so he can't get back to the throttle. Great racing up front by both drivers, keeping it clean. Once again, right alongside. This time, Fields looking for a little different angle. Didn't have it happen that time. He's not giving up on trying to get alongside in 3 and 4. They're not losing any ground to Stewart, but Gatsky losing ground to Cody Olson. Cody Olson down the inside, heading into turn 3. He's got John Batista all the way up to 6th already. We just completed 10 of our scheduled 35, so 25 laps to go. A lot of time left in this one. Watch the side-by-side battle. Take a peek back at the front. That time Shell a little bit wide. This time looks like Fields has a good run down the inside, and he's got great position going into 1 and 2. If he can make this move out of 2, he might be able to clear. And not in that time. Gave up too much space in the center of the corner. Go back and watch the battle back here now. Olson has cleared Gatsky. Here comes Batista. He's working to the inside, trying to put himself in the top 5. Still a great battle back here between Batista and Gatsky. Gatsky on the high side, Batista down through the middle. Batista's going to have the spot, move him inside the top 5. Started 11th, up 6 positions. Back to the front now. Tyler Shell starting to get away. Put about 3 car lengths on Jacob Fields. Getting close to the halfway point. 14 laps in the books. 21 to go. Jeff Stewart still running in the 3rd spot. 72 machine has stayed in the top 3 the entire time. John Batista now around Cody Olsen on the top side. Here comes the 54 car. For those old enough to remember car 54, where are you? Well, he's right there in 4th position, and he is making tracks. He has got about 3.5 seconds to make up, and he's got 19 laps to get it done. Tyler Shell still being hounded by the 007 of Jacob Fields. Fields closes in. Now he's running the same line, but he's closed in. He's going to have to change something so he can clear the 44 car at some point. That time Shell a little sideways in 3 and 4. Gave up about a half a car to Fields. Great battle right here. On board with the 007 of Jacob Fields right off his helmet cam. You can see how close he is getting. Just not able to get that extra drive early and pull alongside. Might be sitting there biding his time. Tyler Shell doing a fantastic job. Staving him off. He's led every lap. 19 in the book, 16 to go that time. You heard him have to breathe the throttle because he just about got into the back of the 44. Now he takes it way down inside. Go back, take a look back here. John Batista, you see the gap between him and 3rd place. Jeff Stewart. He is going to the top side. Trying to work the 54 car. Got it down to 3.3 seconds now. Cody Olsen is still trying to put some pressure on John Batista. Back at the front. Oh, nearly touched right there, side by side. Here comes Fields working down to the inside. Trying to move Shell up the hill. Shell just able to hang on to that exit and that speed. Fields very close. Able to feel everything going on with the 44 car off the right front of that 007. Just not able to clear him. Anytime he's gotten beside him, Shell was able to pinch off the exit line, keep him at bay. Laps winding down to 12 this time. Almost right front to left rear contact. They are allowing Jeff Stewart to close in a little. That gap closed 0.2 in the last 2 laps. Here comes Fields alongside on the exit. Does he have the power now? Does he have the line? Trying to keep it clean. Little contact there. Shell squeezed the door shut. Side by side. Out of turn number 4. That time just a little out of shape, the 007. And he yields back the entire car length he gained the 2 laps previous. Another great battle at the front. We have come to expect this each and every night from these guys. And so far, they are not disappointing us. Cody Olsen has gotten around John Batista back here. Let's move Batista back to 5th. Jeff Stewart still in 3rd. The battle is at the front. This time around 8 laps to go. Now Fields with a little bit of an opening, moves the car right up the hill. Just couldn't quite get it there. Trying to use that bottom, got a good run down the back stretch. He needs that run on the front stretch to execute the clean pass. Shell just able to keep that car right in the middle and not allow him to use any kind of exit line. Fields is there, and he has been for all 29 laps. Shell knows he's there. He is doing all the right things and keeping the 44 car in position. Not this time, and they move in together. That time, Fields put a little bit of a right rear to him. Now he's going to clear him, going down into turn number 3. Shell power through the center. Won't have the lead at the line, and this time down into 1 and 2. Looks like Fields may have an advantage, but Shell keeps the power into the 44 car, and he's going to keep it right off the right rear. Now Fields puts the bumper across in front, locks the door behind him. We'll see if Shell can make it down on the bottom and take the spot back. Slides up beside, not able to do it. 3.5 laps to go. And now 3 laps to go as they come out of 4. Fields has cleared Shell. Stewart still third, Olsen fourth, and Batista fifth. Laps winding down. Very quickly coming to the end of this one. Shell drove it deep into 3. Couldn't make it stick. 99 car off the pace and into the pits. 2 to go, down to a lap and a half. Now the gap opening up. Fields 4 or 5 car lengths when they turned into turn 3. More cars headed to the infield. White flag in the air. It is still Fields, Shell, Stewart, Olsen, and Batista, your top 5. We are watching the leaders. Down the backstretch, the final time, off into turn number 3. That time right up against the inside wall. Shell went for the bonsai move. It isn't going to matter. The 007 is going to pick up the win. Jacob Fields, your winner tonight in his first race with the group. Tyler Shell comes home second. Jeff Stewart is going to come home a third tonight. Then Cody Olsen and John Batista rounding out your top 5. Great battle at the front. Mind the guys to park on the front for me, please. What a race. All 35 laps, those guys were very close to one another. Fields and Shell really put on a good show at the front. We've come to expect that out of the guys at the front of these fields each and every night in this series. And once again, nobody disappointing us. A great run for all these guys. Saw guys pulling off at the very end right there, but fantastic racing all around. Did not disappoint. I hope everybody enjoyed that show. I know I did. We'll talk to our top 3 here. Oh, we lost Jacob Fields. Where'd he go? We will start with our third place finisher. Jeff Stewart. You there?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, a great run for you here tonight. You kept that car in third place pretty much from the drop of the green flag, and you bring it home in that very same spot, chasing down Tyler and Jacob a little bit, man. Talk to us about this feature and how tough it was out there tonight.
It was pretty slick there. I was half throttle most of the race, just trying to keep it on the bottom, and probably the last 10 laps, it started getting real slick off the bottom. I started sliding up and just trying to hang on to it. My first top 3 in any DSRL races, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Well, in this field of guys, and I talked about it during the pretty much the entire race, that we've come to expect great battles at the front, and you guys to run long green runs. And it looks like, a couple of little incidents right there at the very beginning, the first couple of laps, and then after that, you guys just raced, and 33 laps of green flag racing, and you still kept it in third place, and no one really ever challenged you, so a very comfortable third place run for you.
Yeah, this is the first time I really felt comfortable in these cars, honestly. I've been getting a little bit better and better and better every week when I'm able to run them, and everything felt good tonight. Everything clicked, and I was able to keep calm, hit my marks, and just run it. This is a lot of fun.
Well, fantastic run, man. Tell us who helps you out every week, and we'll let you go celebrate your first podium run here at DSRL.
Everybody elbows up since couldn't be on a better team in the world. It's just a bunch of great group of guys. And then Hergott Real Estate, Fairway Mortgage, Catchfinch Apparel, Motorsports Beat, Over the Wall Photography, Jessup Logistic, BS Air, And Flow Racing, if you go to our Facebook page right now, you can click on a link and help us out and get Flow Racing, one of the best services on the thing. And it's great running top 3 and sharing podium with my teammate Tyler. Thanks, Roger.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow night in the 410 series, buddy.
Absolutely. I'll be there.
All right, your third place finisher, Jeff Stewart, his first podium run in any DSRL event. So congrats to him for sure. Tyler Shell, what are you doing, buddy?
Watching Eldora. That's what I'm doing.
Well, man, you and Jacob Fields put on a whale of a race. Once again, a fantastic battle at the front. Got you with just a handful of laps, man. Talk to us about the feature and how you were able to stave him off for so long.
Try not to look at the endings and just run my own race, and just screwed up going into one a little bit and just let him get to my left front, and he slid up just a little bit and had to lift out of it. But overall, it was a good race. I mean, ran side by side for 35 laps, so that's pretty good. It just sucks coming on the home on the short end of the stick. It's I think 3 seconds in a row, but the wins will keep coming. Just gotta stay calm.
It's eventually got to turn around. I mean, staying at the front this much, eventually you're going to pick another one up. But a couple of bad deals at the start. We had a couple of early cautions, and then once you guys got restarted there with about 33 to go, it was just lights out. I mean, fantastic racing. You and Jacob pulled away from Jeff. What were you finding that you were able to keep Jacob behind you? Because you were running a different line than I've seen anybody run here in this car.
Just momentum, kind of. I don't really know. I mean, that's where once Jacob got by me, that's where he started running. I started searching, but I think it was momentum, because you could get all that grip backstretch, but you couldn't get off the corner. So just had to kind of roll through the middle and just keep your momentum up. I kind of had an idea that was going to happen, but I didn't know this track with the fendered cars or anything that's not a wing. Once you get off on the shelf, I mean, you're done. You're just gonna be spinning the whole time.
Well, still a great run, man. Second is better than a kick in the pants. So tell us who's on the car helping you out, and we'll let you go celebrate with your teammate in his first ever podium finish at a DSRL event.
Just like to thank Elvis Up Sport and our sponsors, Flow Racing, Anderson Speedway, Motorsports, Just Logistics, Pace by Cheetah Again, Hergot Real Estate Group, BS Air, Overall Photographs, Catch Fence Apparel, Roofco, and Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow night, buddy.
Yep. See you.
All right, second place finisher, Tyler Shell. Unfortunately, we are not going to be able to get in words with our winner tonight. I do not know what happened to Mr. Fields. He got out of here like a rocket, but congrats to him in his first run in the series. He picks up the win, battled hard for that win with Tyler Shell, somebody who's very difficult to pass, but will race you very clean. A good job by him. So we're going to look at the results here. Fields wins it. Shell was second. Stewart third. Olsen fourth. John Batista fifth. Chris Kratzer in sixth. Newhoffen was seventh. Shea Paulo comes home eighth. Colby Cooper ninth. Jacob Schmutz 10th. Chris Monroe in the 11th spot. Larry Moody in the 12th spot. Alex Good 13th. 14th to Cody Kelly. Jeff Fitzpatrick 15th. 16th to Jason Randolph. And 17th to Will Gatsky. Gatsky started closer to the front. I know he wanted to have a better run than that. Just did not work out apparently tonight. I think some guys said that they were out of fuel at the very end of that thing. So I am not sure how the guys at the front made it and the guys at the back did not. But we will look at that and figure it out before we come back here the next time. Don't forget, tomorrow night, Dirt Slingers, Wicked Energy Gum 410 Wing Sprint Car Series. Those guys race for over $3,000 in prize money for the season. Get paid each and every night they start in the feature. Fantastic show. KR Stolfus will be in the booth on the call with you. I have to go down for race control. But I do appreciate everybody spending your time with us on a Wednesday night. Fantastic race to watch. Tell your friends where you saw the best racing on iRacing. And come back and see us like, share, and follow on the Facebook pages, YouTube and Twitch. Be sure you subscribe. You know every time we go live. Schedule still Monday through Thursday each and every week. That is going to do it for me tonight for Chaos Stolfus, Dominic Santina, and myself right here at the Dirt Racing Network. keep it dirty until we see you the next time, guys. Good night.